targeted marketing. So we'll be looking at specifically how to locate and target various groups of people to send marketing messages to. Now you'll notice when you're looking at the screen, I'm actually just going to be connecting to our demonstration system, so I'm logging into ClubSoft now. And as I'm logging in, I want to point out a couple of things. First, I am logging in as an administrator, which means I can see all, do all. If you log in and you don't have access to do or see something that we're reviewing during this training, be sure to contact your system administrator and get the appropriate permissions. The second piece is we are logging in and viewing the demo site, which is using the most recent version of the ClubSoft system. I know that there may be still some ClubSoft clients that are scheduled for upgrades over the next few weeks. So again, if we look at a feature or we see something that you don't currently have access to, you may want to contact support about scheduling that update or getting an idea of when those features are going to be available for you. As we're logged into the ClubSoft system, when we talk about marketing, you'll see the easiest way to access it is from this left-hand menu here. And one of the options available is, of course, marketing. When we choose that marketing button to go into that particular area, you'll notice we get a menu available here on the top left, and I want to talk first about terminology to make sure that that's very clear. We have three options: manage campaigns, manage templates, and then of course the marketing wizard, which is what we use to send our messages. In general, manage campaigns is really just a great summary screen that lets you see the name of a campaign or marketing message that you've sent out, the amount of emails sent, the amount read or opened by various users, what that percent is, and so on. You can also see things like who created that message, when it was created on, etc. Now, as you might imagine, our demonstration system has a lot of faux email addresses, tigerwoods@aol.com, etc., which is why our statistics aren't necessarily going to match up. Most, I would say, on average statistics will have club emails being delivered anywhere from 40 to 80% delivery, which is quite good. Now, considering this, campaigns really isn't anything we go to in order to do or see things, but I do like to point out one thing. A campaign typically is considered one of two things. We either name a campaign every time we send out an email, so if we're sending out a message about our fall member guest tournament, we're going to send out that email and we'll name the campaign Fall Guest Member Tournament. However, you may like to group multiple emails together. And a great example might be if we have, again, maybe a fall member guest tournament, we're going to send an email about it today, we're going to send another email about it next Monday, and then we'll send yet another email the following week. So we could actually combine all three emails under one campaign. This only has one purpose, and that is from a reporting standpoint. I can see that I sent, instead of 30 emails, 30 messages each time I sent that email, I sent 90 total. And again, lets me see the read receipts together. That's really the only difference. So campaigns in general is a place that I will go to just quickly view a summary. That said, when we're sending a marketing email, I always recommend two steps. First step being going to manage templates to design or lay out our message. The reason I like to do it under manage templates is twofold. First, it gives me a place to share different emails. A lot of times our emails are going to look similar, or we're going to have it have a certain, maybe a seasonal look and feel, etc. It lets me save those as templates, almost like a draft, something I can go to and revisit again and again, something that I can reuse, as well as it keeps a great archive shared across all of your ClubSoft users. So step one, come to manage templates and design your email message. Once it's got the text, the photos, the layout that you want, that last step would be Marketing Wizard, go into the Marketing Wizard to actually send it out. Now, we do have a separate training class on designing email programs, and I'd encourage you, if you're interested in that particular topic, to attend that training class next week. But specific for today, we're talking a lot about targeting our marketing messages and making them more specific and more, I guess, personal for the groups that we're going to be sending to. So we're actually going to be focused today on the Marketing Wizard, that second step. When I select the Marketing Wizard, the wizard comes up and it's literally going to prompt us through step one, step two, etc. And the first step it asks us is to select a marketing campaign or create a new one. going back to our example about the member guest tournament, if we want to group multiple emails together, we can. If we want to do them separately, that's absolutely fine. You have the option to choose this looking glass here, which will allow me to choose from the list available, or I can select the option to do a brand new campaign. And maybe today's training, I want to call it training test. I may even put the date in. Okay. Now here I also have the option to say whether I'm connecting this particular email to a specific event or a price schedule. Let's talk about what those two options are. An event means a specific event on the calendar. So again, if I'm sending out a weekly update, I might be spotlighting 4 or 5 events going on this week. Well, I'm not really connecting it to a specific event. The goal behind connecting an email to a specific event is if I've gone through the work of laying out all the event details on my calendar in terms of maybe a flyer, maybe for our wine dinner, our menu, our wine list, our program and agenda for the presentation. By selecting the event on the calendar, I'm pulling in all of those details so I don't have to design that information a second time. This other option, price schedule, actually lets you connect an email to a specific coupon. And the most popular one that we really see used is things like a birthday coupon. We may send an email next week to all of our November birthdays, letting them know that we're offering them a free dessert if they stop in the month of November. So setting up those price schedules need to be set up in the system, again, typically by your food and beverage manager, your pro shop manager, etc., and you can connect it to them. Same thing for the calendar. If we have an event on the calendar, we're able to select that option and look up that particular event. Okay. Same thing for the price schedule. Again, if I choose the price schedule, I see price schedules available. Here's my happy birthday dinner. That's the promotion that I want to choose. So it just lets us connect it to other items in the system. If there's no event or price schedule, and I would dare say 95% of the emails that are sent out by clubs are going to be not connected to a specific event or price schedule, I'll simply save and close. Now you'll see we also have the option to clone an existing campaign, and that's going to allow us basically to have all the same parameters for an email, except we're going to track it separately. And again, I'm going to go back to the example of our birthday email. We're probably sending out that birthday email on a monthly basis. Congratulations to everyone with October birthdays. Next month, congratulations to everyone with November birthdays. Instead of having to create those things from scratch, I can clone an existing campaign, choose what that is, and simply give it a new name. So it keeps all the different settings and parameters about it, but again, lets us have a separate name or separate classification on the report. Now for us, of course, we've added a brand new campaign. And again, just to walk through that, I go to look up the list. If I don't see my campaign in the list or I'd like to create a new one, I'll choose to add a brand new campaign here. And again, remember that marketing campaign, it's only something that you and I see as administrators, and that's purely from a reporting standpoint. Okay. Step 2, recipients. Who am I sending this email message to? I have the option to send it to members, and you'll notice there's even a second option for members that will allow me to include those without email addresses. Obviously, I'm going to make up numbers, but let's say we have 100 members at our club. We have email addresses for 80 of them. 20 people we simply just don't have an email address for. If I select this box, when I'm done with creating my email and sending it out, the system's going to prompt me to print out mailing labels for those 20 people I have no email address for. So that's an option that you have as well. You can also choose to send your email to employees. And then finally, you can send your email to guests. And as you may know, we do collect guest information at the point of sale through just input into the system. So you probably have quite a reservoir of guest information, and it might be a great opportunity to send out maybe some emails about a membership open house you have, a special promotion, etc.